Hey guys, Lou here. I hope you are all having an absolutely fabulous day. Where I am in Scotland, it's a nice day today for a change. However, I'm still in here working away. What I wanted to talk to you about today is coffee. It's a question I get asked quite a lot, so I thought I'd pop it in a video because it's a common stimulant that many people drink. So I'm going to talk about the positives of coffee and the negatives of coffee because there are two sides to the story. The first thing, before we even start talking about coffee, coffee is the most widely spread food that is widely spread with pesticides that you can find. So the first thing you want to do if you're drinking coffee is get off your cheap coffee beans and get to organic coffee beans, because then you're not ingesting all these toxins in your body, because all these toxins can lead to illnesses. And like I say, it's the most widely spread with pesticides, which is quite scary because it's probably one of the most widely used drinks possibly you can get out there. So make sure you swap to organic if you're drinking coffee. Look after your body, guys. Let's look at the negative aspects of coffee first of all. So other than the obvious ones, if you're drinking too much coffee, it's going to affect your mood, it's going to affect your sleep, it's going to affect your energy levels. Some people use it as a quick fix, and it's exactly that. It's a quick fix of energy release, and then it goes as fast as what it comes. So you don't want to be doing that. You want to be eating food and getting your energy sources from there. However, if you do drink too much coffee, something that it can do, and this is especially important if you're trying to change the shape of your body right now, if you drink too much coffee, it then stresses your adrenal glands. Then what happens from there on in is it starts to slow down your metabolic rate. And what that means in a nutshell is that you're going to start burning fat at a lot slower pace. So if you're trying to change the shape of your body and you're maybe having some problems with it and your diet's going well, if you're drinking a lot of coffee, that could be one of the things holding you back. So cut down. I'm not a coffee drinker, don't like it. However, if you're drinking 3-4 cups a day, it's likely that's what's happening to your body and that's having that effect. So first of all, change to organic, and second of all, lower that caffeine intake because you don't need it constantly in your body and it is having an effect. And like I say, it's slowing down that rate that you can burn your fat. However, there are positives to coffee as well. So it can have the opposite effect. If you're drinking black organic coffee and you have it straight before a workout, it's going to have the opposite effect. It's going to stimulate your metabolic rate, which then means you're going to burn fat at a faster rate. So if you're someone who can't let go of coffee, I try and encourage my clients to let go of it a little bit because of the fact there's probably more negatives than positives. If you can't let go of it, a great time for you to consume it has to be black. It's literally just before you work out, because as I say, it's going to raise that metabolic rate, which means you're going to burn fat at a faster rate. So there are benefits to it, and that's maybe a more healthy way for you to intake coffee. But I know people like it. I'm not saying don't drink it at all. I'm just saying when you do intake coffee and you do drink coffee, think about drinking it in a clever manner. However, coffee is not essential to your body. You don't need it, guys. I don't have it at all. I don't have it from a training. I don't like it. It makes me feel ill after a couple of sips. So I just have it out of my diet completely. So don't think, oh, I don't like coffee, but it's going to make me burn fat faster. You don't need to worry about that. I don't do that. And you know, my body's been changing shape like nothing on earth, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you do want to assist yourself and you are someone who likes coffee and you're struggling to get off of it, that's a good positive way for you to consume the coffee, rather than using it as a stimulant to get through the day. If you are using it as a stimulant to get through the day, you want to start looking at your diet and start looking at how you can change that diet and make it more clean so that the food you're eating give you the energy release rather than a quick fix. And I've got a couple of clients who were like that when they first came to me, and I knew that getting them off coffee was going to be, you know, it was going to be really difficult for them, and they still drink a little bit of it, but nothing in comparison. And guess what happened? They started to realise that energy release was coming from the healthy foods that they were now eating rather than getting through the day with a coffee, because they realised it was a quick fix. It wasn't doing them any favours. It was affecting their sleep, it was affecting their mood, it was affecting their energy. So coffee's not bad, it's just the way in which you consume coffee that makes the difference to you. So if you're not sleeping very well and you drink a lot of coffee, for example, you know exactly what you need to do. Now some people ask about tea. Tea has got caffeine in it as well, however it's not as high a caffeine intake. Again, whenever you drink tea or coffee black, it's always going to be better for you. Ideally you want to swap, so if you want to make it more healthy for yourself, when you drink tea, drink it with coconut milk. So I do like, I'll put my hands up and say, I do like when I'm needing a comfort, a normal cup of tea. However, I drink it with coconut milk. It does taste pretty different. Does take a little bit of time to get used to. However, it's better than drinking it with normal milk. However, the majority of the time if I'm having tea, I will have herbal tea. Herbal tea can be fantastic for you. There are teas out there that are great fat burners, and that's maybe another video for another day, because you know what I'm like, once I start talking I'll be here all day. But yeah, generally go with herbal tea. Licorice, blackcurrant. One of my favourites is ginger tea. I love ginger tea. You can get honey tea, you can get berry teas, mint tea is really good for you as well. Loads of different teas out there. Just be careful. Sometimes when you get tea, if it comes in a tea bag, it generally is better, but sometimes you get tea that's granulated, and usually if it's granulated and you can scoop it out, there's a lot of sugars in there, so those are the kind of teas that you probably want to keep away from. So in a nutshell, coffee, only bad if you use it in the wrong way, like any other stimulant. So if you don't want to affect your training, don't overload in coffee. If you don't want to affect your sleep, or you want to have better sleep, don't overload in your coffee. And if you don't want to feel so stressed all the time, definitely don't overload in coffee, because it doesn't help you any. If you want to use it in a positive manner and you find it's something that you can't get rid of in your life, it's definitely a good way of using it pre-training. Must be black, must be organic. Remember guys, coffee is the most widely spread food with pesticides, so if you're not drinking organic, think of what you're putting into your body. That stuff kind of scares me. I'm really funny with what I put in my body. The thought of all these pesticides and all the diseases they can bring freaks me out. So keep away from that. Get organic. If you're a tea drinker, it's always a good idea just to swap milk for coconut milk. Coconut milk's amazing, and I'm going to say this now actually, I don't mean coconut milk in the tin. Some of you are probably laughing when I say this, but this has happened in the past. I recommend my clients to come off dairy, and I recommend them to go on coconut milk, and in the past people have bought the tinned coconut milk, and I'm trying to say this with a straight face because it's a little bit funny. You can buy coconut milk in a carton in the milk aisle just the way that you can with cow's milk, so don't go get in a tin and put it in your tea, because it's not going to taste very nice. So remember also that herbal tea is better for you. There's a whole list of teas out there that are amazing for you. I've listed some of those already. I can do a separate video if you want to know a little bit more about which teas are good for what, because there's different teas that are good for certain things. Just remember, keep away from those sugary teas that come in tubs that are granulated, because they're the ones that are going to add on body fat rather than get rid of body fat. But like I say, everything's in moderation guys. If you're consuming too much of anything that's got a caffeine content in it, it's always going to have a negative effect on your body. So hopefully this will help you a little bit. Lovely to see so many online with me again. Hi guys. Let me know what you would like to hear more of. I'm more than happy to put videos up if it's going to help you out. I like getting on video and I like interacting with you all. But that's the story on coffee, a little bit on tea. Cut back on it if you need to. It's really not good for your body on a high content. Speak soon guys, have a great day.